14 things you shouldn't do in Bali?
Well, I was thinking of going there and possibly committing arson. Do you think that's going to be in this
What were you
video?
going to burn down? Were you going to burn down the rainforest, or were you going to burn down like a building?
A building.
Oh, I think you can do that in Bali.
Okay. I mean, if she doesn't mention this in this video, I'm going to do it either. Because, I mean, she's telling me things I shouldn't do. Arson's not in here.
So if she doesn't say it, it's not a law, and you can burn down a building, and they can't do anything about it.
We should make like tips videos like this, but just go like way over the top and be like, top 10 things you shouldn't do in Indonesia. Number 10, murder. Murder's really bad. Don't do it.
It's actually illegal in every country.
Number 9, stealing. Now, some people do get away with stealing, but make sure to cross this off your bucket list.
One of the surprising facts about Indonesia is stealing is illegal.
Number 8, drug smuggling.
So let's see what our 14 things we should not do in Bali right here, right now. If you enjoy, subscribe, like the video. More Indonesia's on the channel, and more Indonesia will be coming soon on our vlog channel when we get there, hopefully sometime this year.
Oh, we're gonna be in the Philippines, which is right next door.
Link in the description below. You should check it out to see what else we can get into in Indonesia. Let's do it. Here we go.
The true traveler's paradise. So many people come here, and there are hundreds and thousands of blogs and vlogs about what you should do in Bali.
Blogs and
But I'm here
vlogs.
to tell you what you shouldn't do in Bali, Indonesia.
Arson!
Don't know that yet.
That looked like a great building for my experiment.
Oh,
Look at that side. We're gonna get banned from Indonesia.
probably.
Oh, that landscape.
Beautiful. Gypsy and sneakers.
If you know what not to do in Bali, Indonesia, this will make your life so much more easier. When I just arrived here 9 months ago, I made so much mistakes, and I'm here to prevent you from making the same mistakes. So we're gonna dive in, and let's start with number 1. Number 1 is don't do drugs. This is probably one of the most
Probably a good
important
idea.
ones, because the Indonesian authorities take the use of drugs very, very seriously, as it should. But if you are caught in drugs possession, you will face the full force of the law. If you were to be convicted of trafficking drugs, then you might not just be looking at a prison sentence, you could also be looking at a death penalty. So just don't do it, stay away from drugs, and you will be fine.
Good to know.
Then number 2 is do not step on kanang sari. These are little offerings that local people bring to their gods. When stepping out, you will find these little packages of woven palm leaf, flowers and herbs everywhere, even on sidewalks and stairs. Stepping on one can be very offensive to a Balinese who witness your misstep. So just make sure you watch your steps and drive around it or walk around it so you don't step on it. Then number 3 is do not drive a bike if you're not good at it.
What if you've never driven a bike? You don't know if you're good or bad.
You could be like top tier, like pro racer boy.
Could be. Only one way to find out.
Not.
We gotta rent one.
In Bali is absolutely crazy. There are scooters, bicycles everywhere. It's super crowded. They have their own rules here in Bali, and if you are not an experienced driver, don't do it. Take lessons before you do it, but don't step on a bike if you don't have any experience.
What if you
It's simply too dangerous, and you will get in a car or bike
Okay,
accident.
fair enough.
Okay.
Number 4 is do not get mad when people honk at you. This is what happened to me in my first weeks here in Bali. I was super confused why people were honking at me the entire time. This simply means here like, hey, I'm coming, or be careful, I'm coming on your left, I'm coming on your right. It's a really kind gesture to do here. They're just saying that they're coming around you, or they use it whenever they want to pass someone, or if you are unsure if the people have seen you. It's just easy to honk at them. So it doesn't mean that they're angry at you or you did something wrong. It's just a simple, hey buddy, here I am.
That was nice, but it also makes everything very loud.
And loud is I don't like.
Don't piss off the monkeys.
Oh,
Dang. There is a video of when I was in Costa Rica. A monkey got pissed off because it dropped a banana from its tree, and then my dad picked up the banana and tried to give the banana back to the monkey, and then the monkey got pissed because he grabbed his banana and just went and
that's a creepy monkey.
it was very angry.
I mean, a monkey could like rip your face off.
Good try.
Number 5 is do not piss off the monkeys. I've been in Ubud in
Oh, he's so
Uluwatu
cute,
and I've
though.
seen so many
He's got a
people piss off the
mustache.
monkeys and they got a bite from a monkey, which is super dangerous because you will get rabies and that's simply something you do not want to get. So
I don't want
stay
them to
in your
rabies
own
me.
lane, don't provoke them. Also make sure you have your plastic water bottles in your bag because they love to grab it and bite it. That's how they attack you. So just be careful because rabies is something you don't want to get.
One of those frackers comes up and tries to steal my water bottle, I'm gonna punt it.
Right to the head.
Just kick it and go, "Ah!"
And then what if it's so strong it like grabs onto your leg while you're punting it?
Starts spinning you around.
Number 6 is do not contribute to the litter problem. There is so much trash here in Bali and it's still a small island. They haven't figured it out completely what to do with the trash, and as you can see there is lots
Whoa.
of trash on the beach, and just be very aware of the trash problem that's going on in Bali. So always put your trash into the trash bin and just simply don't throw it on the streets or into nature because that's the worst thing you can do here. Number 7 is something that I see happening all the time, and number 7 is don't be disrespectful. The Balinese people are very sweet and helpful. Unfortunately, this kindness is often mistaken for weakness, which make tourists think that they're better than the local people and they treat the local people awful.
We noticed that in a lot of travel vloggers. Just like you can watch it and they kind of give off a vibe that they think they're better than the people
Yeah.
that they're like around in the vlogs. It's interesting.
It's kind of, it makes you, once you pick up on that when you watch a travel vlog, you're like, don't really want to watch this anymore. Are you calling out somebody who does that?
I don't know. I don't know. You would have to figure it out.
We might have reacted to that person recently. I don't know. It's true.
Make sure you don't do this. They are so kind and so sweet and you have to be the same. Number 8 is don't barter too much. I know it can be very tempting to lower your price more and more and more. You have to keep in mind that the person you're bargaining with, it's their income. They have to feed their families with that money. They have to feed themselves. They have to pay the rent. So don't overdo it. I know it's very tempting. If you see a beautiful sarong, you want to get it as cheap as possible. Always make sure that it's still in a respectful way that you do it, that you don't go too low. Number 9 is don't use your left hand for giving or accepting things. Throughout Indonesian society, the left hand is used for toilet duties and it's therefore considered unclean. And in Indonesia, it is rude and very offensive to hand someone something with your left hand, especially if it's like food or drinks or shake hands with your left hand. So keep this in mind because I made
love
this
shaking hands
mistake
with my
in my
left
first
hand.
8 months of living in Bali. I had no idea. I just figured this out
weird.
2 weeks ago. So make sure that you don't do this. Then we have number 10, which is don't just eat Western food.
We can't just go to McDonald's every day? That's what my plan was, to go to Bali, go to McDonald's every single day.
We actually, when we were looking for places to stay in Bali, we made sure to always type in McDonald's on Google Maps to figure out how close we could get to one, so it would be within walking distance, which we could have every day.
We can't eat nasi goreng? Oh, McDonald's?
Satay?
Oh, McDonald's, it's time.
This is for me super important because a lot of people around me are just eating Western food, and I know it's super tempting. If you live in Canggu or in Ubud, there are so many cool Western restaurants with cool vegan food or with Italian food, whatever you can call it. But it is so nice to try the Indonesian local dishes, and you support also the local people with this, and it's so nice. This is the food that you need to try in order to have your full Bali Indonesia experience. Another thing you really shouldn't do is come to Bali just for 1 week. This doesn't make sense at all because this island is so diverse and so beautiful. There is a lot of things to see. The whole island is very different. If you go to West Bali and East Bali or North and South Bali, it is such a huge difference, and 1 week is simply not enough. So make sure you have at least 10 or 14 days because you will need it. If you are traveling around Bali, don't ignore the Balinese culture. This is very tempting to do because lots of people only go to see beautiful nature, to go to waterfalls or to eat in the most beautiful cafes, but Bali has such a rich culture and it's amazing. I visited the Panglipuran village and this was one of the most authentic experiences I had, and it makes you understand Bali as an island and the Balinese culture so much more, so your Bali trip will be way more special if you include a little bit of Bali cultural. Do not enter temples with your shoes on. It is a custom to not wear shoes when inside, so remember to leave your shoes outside. This is just simply paying your respect and it's an easy thing to do, so make sure you just do this. And then last but not least is don't leave your bag out when you are driving home at night. This is simply super dangerous. I've heard stories that this happened many times. It's easy for thieves to just grab your bag and to drive past you. So make sure you put it under your seat where it's safe, no one can get it, and this is what will prevent you from being robbed. So these were my 15 things.
Or you can carry a lead pipe.
And then bonk! Just give him a nice old bonker.
You gotta do it.
Shouldn't do in Bali, Indonesia. I really hope you learned something from this, and I cannot wait for you to come to Bali because it is such a special island. You will absolutely
you can do arson.
I hope you have so much
She didn't
fun.
say you couldn't.
And I
think she's the
thank
authority.
you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.
All right. Well, those are 14 things we shouldn't do in Bali. That's cool. We actually, there's some good stuff, some good tips there of when we come, what we need to do, and we will stay more than a week.
We will. We like to stay in places a long time.
Yes.
Even just like cities, we like to stay in for like a week or 2 weeks. So.
Even though I don't think there was I guess in India we stayed in the cities for 2 weeks, but other than that, there was like no cities on our last trip that we stayed in even that short.
True.
But yeah, it's brilliant. I'm really excited to go to Bali. It looks absolutely stunning. The culture stuff will be really cool to see as well, like the temples and like the mask dances and all that stuff going on. Really cool.
Yes, leave any more suggestions. If we need to learn more and more before we go, so more learning. We need it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. Check out the vlog channel. Check out our main channel as well. We've reacted to some Indonesian singers on there. Both links down below in the description. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.